Hello, my name is Stefan and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how to download the developer build of Siril. This is a unstable version of Siril, so you might encounter some bugs, it might crash, but because you're using the developer build you get features a little bit earlier. An example of these features is live stacking, or there is a new star recombination method within Siril inside of this new developer build, but I'll go over the developer build at the end of this video. For now, we want to install it. To download this program, you want to go into your browser. This can be Google Chrome, Opera, anything really at all. It doesn't really matter. I've put a link to this website where you can download it in the description. Just click on it. It will take you to a website like this. This is a GitLab project from the Siril developers. You can go into download. I like to use zip, and then go for Windows 64 nightly. Personally I use Windows, so for me this would work. I have no idea how it would work for a Mac device or for a Linux device. I just know that for Windows this one works. I have already done this, so you can just click download, but for me it's already done. So then you want to go into your file explorer, go into your downloads, and there it is for me. This is the older version. This is it. You want to open the zip, then you can extract in, and what I have done is I have created a different folder for this Siril, so I can have both the unstable development version and the stable version on my computer. So just make a folder and extract it. So we've extracted the file. For me it's right here in my folder. Then you will probably see it as Siril. You can double click on it. Then it has 4 folders: bin, libraries, scripts, and share. You click on bin, scroll all the way down until you find Siril.exe. Launch that. And this might take a little while. For me it's quite fast this time. And as you can see, we now have the unstable development version of Siril. The developers ask you to, if you encounter some bugs, to make a issue here, and just tell them what your issue is, and they might come back to you, or they may already know this bug, but it really helps the developers of Siril out if you let them know the issue you're running into. Now, what's new in this developer build? One thing is the live stacking button up here. If you click it, it starts live stacking. What does live stacking? Well, every time an image from your camera comes into a specified folder, it will align this image to the previous ones and stack it. Just like stacking works in normally. But then it will do it for every single image that comes in. For it to work, you want to select your directory from where your images come in. For example, if I make a directory here for today it's 16th September, so I'll create a folder, and then I'll specify inside of my acquisition software, for me it's Nina, that it has to save the images in this folder. Then Siril is going to check if new images are loaded into here, into this folder, and stack these images. You can also use a master dark or a master flat if you want to. That's live stacking. The second thing that I know of that is new is the star recomposition. This is a very powerful tool. I'll show it off here. In the star recomposition, the second tool I know of is star recomposition. It's a very powerful tool. You want to load up two images. So for example, I have two here, this one and this one. So the first one is your going to be your starless image that you have processed. For me it looks a little bit like this. And the second one is just going to be your stars. So that is your star image subtracted with your starless image. You can do this in pixel math quite easily. So you want to save that result and then open it in here. It's going to look something like this. My stars look a bit wonky because I'm very bad at processing the stars at the moment, so I need to figure that out. But what you can do in here is adjust the stretching of your starless or your stars. You can make it so that you like how it looks. The one thing I would suggest doing is change the symmetry point from 0 by making it to the number your background. So you want to select a dark area in your image. For me, this is quite a dark area, so I'll create a little box and then click the color picker tool thingy, and it will select a value for the background. Now what I can do is, for example, I can stretch the data in any way I want, a local stretch or a global stretch, anything you really want. I can also process my stars for a bit, like this, and you can just tweak it however you want. If, for example, if your stars are quite large, for example, like in this image, what you can do is you go into advanced, and then you get a lot more options. In the type of stretch, you then want to go to inverse generalized hyperbolic transform, and this will basically invert the normal stretch. So instead of increasing my stars with the stretch, I'm decreasing my stars. You can play around with all of these settings a bit and just find out what works for you. Something else that's new inside of Siril is that the generalized hyperbolic stretch is a bit different. You now have a histogram here instead of it just being a couple of sliders in the original version. So once again, you want to make a little box, just like in the star recomposition tool. Click the color picker tool, use the color picker button. Well, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to catch you in the next one.